bright like I'm solar. Here is the sun, the moment has come when I feel the hum of the motor.
Welcome back to the main stage and the Motorfest Walk of Fame. It's the place to be if you really want to become a Motorfest legend. Each month is a chance for your name to be marked onto the stage.
Our journey is now taking us to my home country, Great Britain. When you think of British style, you probably picture well-dressed ladies and gentlemen, brimming with class and confidence. Well, our cars and motorcycles are no different. They don't seek opulence, but artistry. Never excess, only grace. And to elaborate on this, please meet a friend of mine.
Well, Triumphs are all about detail, attention to detail. They're beautifully designed, and we put a lot of effort into hiding all the things you don't.
playlist is ready to try. Let's go try it. It's a red letter day. You're signing up for one of our most exclusive experiences to date. A partnership with the quintessential sports car manufacturer, Ferrari, the prancing horse. An alliance that will for sure go down in Motorfest history. your guide on this pilgrimage through excellence, we've invited our resident scholar and authority on luxury cars, the Motorfest archivist. Sir, you're up.
Thank you, dear. Hello, driver. Pleased to meet you. As your lovely onboard assistance device just mentioned, I'll be your chaperone for this playlist. Although chaperone perhaps isn't the right word. More like a host, I believe. Well, this is not my usual job, but it is Ferrari we're talking about, so, well, how could I refuse? So many things I'd like to say. So many things I dug out from my archives. But first things first, let's get you to Maui's brand new Ferrari museum. Let's drive to the main building. I believe the director of the Ferrari Museums has a few words to say.
My name is Michele Pignatti Morano. I am the director of the Ferrari Museums.
Let's go, King.
Here we are where there is the birthhouse of Enzo Ferrari. Each Ferrari is different. Each Ferrari was the best in the world in design, performance, technology, putting all
Driving
the best
Ferrari today.
in one single car.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
This is Ferrari Supercars, a partnership with the Enzo Ferrari Museum of Modena.
33. Made it. Let's see what they got. Yeah,
What is next in line?
There's a particular kind of Ferrari we're going to speak a lot about today. The Ferrari Supercars. The car you're about to drive in this opening event is none other than the first Ferrari in the supercar bloodline, the Ferrari GTO.
let's see what they got. See what they got.
The first supercars that we can define is the GTO. GTO was very simple. If we just start from the name, it was Gran Turismo Omologato.
All right, cool. That's cool and all, but let's get to it. I'm ready. I ain't drive this car since the old Need for Speed in 1998 or 99. Or was it 96? 97. Shit. Hot Pursuit. One.
To Ferrari, supercar is a term that refers to milestones in motoring history. All supercars are limited series and the product of Enzo Ferrari's philosophy, aiming to make every new model the best car of its time. That means that every new addition to the lineage is the embodiment of leading-edge research that sets the standard for cars worldwide. You'll drive all the Ferrari supercars on this adventure, but for now, just enjoy the collector's piece that is the Gran Turismo Omologato, or like Mr. Pignatti Morano said, simply GTO.
Catch him. Oh.
This car is, in essence, a special version of another iconic Ferrari, the 308 GTS. And, as intended, It is one of the fastest street-legal production cars of its time. Interesting fact from my archives. Three-time racing world champion Niki Lauda owned one of the few GTOs produced. A gift from Enzo Ferrari himself.
Oh, I'm bad. I had to cheat. I had to cheat. I had to cheat. It worked out. Oh, don't do this. It's been a minute.
Beautiful sight.
Huge.
Takes me back to the Legacy Tour Ferrari organized back in 2024. A GTO tribute tour set in the stunning surroundings of the Italian Dolomites. Organized exactly 40 years after Ferrari introduced the supercar at the 1984 Geneva Motor Show. But enough from me. Just listen to the car you're driving. She'll tell you her story herself.
Oh shit, come on. Oh, they put that right there. Nah, come on now, they did me dirty. Who the hell put that on the road? That was crazy. He said, come on. You know I'm rusty, King. Don't do this. You know I'm rusty.
Live among us to tell their stories loud and clear.
Golly. Hit the hell out that wall. Jeez. You need to be out here with me talking all that crap. See how you do out here. No box on my school. My box. Get on. Good. Why won't I let me get it then? Oh, your stock is full. I gotta dismantle. Oh Lord. I gotta dismantle it. Multi-scrap. There we go. Scrap all that. What about this class? Scrap everything. Multi-scrap. That's the problem right there. I got too much shit. And I almost broke my controller. Hey, I'm just saying. If we gonna do this, you gonna have to come up out here and get your steering wheel and get together. You ain't gonna be making fun of me all day. Oh, yeah, everything. Scrap it. That's why I ain't been getting no new parts. I didn't realize that. Sheesh. All this crafting material I got. I didn't even know about. Just sitting on a boatload of stuff. Alright, let me check my mailbox now if I can get it. I didn't even do the rest of the cars. Tripping. Some other cars. Multi-scrap. That's cool. Harley Rig. Damn, I was full. I was wondering why I stopped getting parts. Crazy. Rig. I know I ain't got too much of those. Alright, cool. First of all, let's get in another Ferrari. And then I'll go collect all those other parts. Let's get in this one.
You may now head
Since
towards
we're
the
doing the
northern.
Ferrari thing. Where's my mailbox now? It's in shop. Where's my mailbox? How do I get to my mailbox? Profile. How do I get there? Let me see how to pull up the mailbox. Let me Google it. Here we go. Go to profile. Driver. Profile. Driver. And then what else? Then select mailbox. Oh, okay. It wasn't bad.
Part of the bay. To make the
Okay. Gotta get some parts for this car. I'll keep the red. I ain't gonna lie, come on, I like that white. That white look nasty. I'm talking to the dog. Nah, that white look crack. Hold up. Visual part. I don't want to change too much. Yeah, that white look crazy, right? I figured. The white look nasty. Now I'm about to change them rims. Hey, the rims gotta go. Hold up. Can't have her like out here like this. Something simple. I don't need too much craziness. I want something simple, but nice. I want a deep dish. Yeah, something like. I ain't got no deep dish. It's the closest I can get to it. Shit ugly. Oh, there it go. Kind of a deep dish. Kind of. So we're gonna do that. Ooh, drop the top. Drop it. Fuck. All right, come on. Nah, we ain't putting nothing else on that. Nah, fuck them long gears. It's gonna be quick circuit like. Fuck them long gears. I'm gonna give everything it is. So I'll leave it right now. Okay.
acquaintance of the next two supercars in our Ferrari lineup. You heard me right. The next event will feature not one, but two cars for you to drive. On one hand, the inspired and inspiring Ferrari F40. And on the other hand, nothing less than a road-legal Formula One, the Ferrari F50.
My favorite boxer? I got a few. But I'm a Floyd, you know, type of guy.
You're here.
Mike Tyson,
Mr.
Jack
Vignano
Dempsey.
Morano will start with a few words, then
Those are my
I'll take
guys.
over.
Sugar Ray Robinson. People like them. Pernell Whitaker. I like Andre Ward a lot. Yeah, I like Andre Ward too. I like the way he fight. Right now, probably Abdullah Mason. Rock with him too. Old school or the new school? Let's go with the new school.
The Ferrari F50, a bridge between road and racetrack.
The F50 is a car that is made
Sugar Ray Robinson. Who
to
you got?
celebrate the 50 years of the company.
Got. That's the question.
It's a car which is basically
Nah, you
very
can't do
much
that.
taking
Nope.
the technology
Because if
of
I would have
Formula
did that,
One
nope,
to the
you
road.
can't do that
It's
if I
basically
can't.
a Formula
You
One
got to answer
with
that.
covered wheels. You look at the shape, you look at the front, you can really see the shape of the musette.
Racing? Okay. Not like that.
Let me tell you more about the Ferrari F50. Often thought of together, the F40 and F50 are yet very different cars, each one fascinating in its own individual way. It's true they bear some similar design elements and, of course, a naming convention. F for Ferrari and 50 for the prancing horse's 50th birthday, just like the F40 a decade earlier. But the similarities stop right there, because these two siblings are defiantly individual. The F50 is a mechanical symphonia. No turbocharged V8 here. The F50's core is a normally aspirated V12 that came straight from a Formula One.
The voice is nice. I haven't seen him fight too much though.
Then
Only
there's
a
the
few
bodywork.
times on the
Composite
internet.
materials, like the monocoque carbon fiber chassis shaped to aerodynamic perfection. Again, all coming from the racing world. An extreme machine. Bold, innovative, intimidating. And that sound. It was impressive back then, and it still is today. And the car's voice sounds even better from inside. could ramble on about this car forever, but I'll let it speak for itself now.
So do you go by undefeated streak, or you go by fighting style, track record? What do you go by that makes me brutal in your eyes? Or one of? I go by slickness, elusiveness, not getting hit, shit like that. And then under diversity, how do you handle pressure fighters and shit like that?
A sports car that
You make it out those tough
performance
ones.
and racing spirit with every fiber of its being.
What do you do under adversity? Like that. It's not tough. I'm gonna play for about 20 more minutes and I gotta head out.
I believe that you're now expected at the Hanalma racetrack. But first, let's get there with panache. Another special car is waiting for you.
You know what I need to do? I need some more. I need some more dead zone on my steering wheel. I need some more dead zone. Yeah, I need a little dead zone on it. That's messing me up now. Nope. For sure. I don't like the way that felt. I know what I could do though. Take the dead zone off. Then increase the range. 540. There you go. Oh, it's a whole different situation.
Out.
This time, the Motorfest will deliver this playlist to you on a weekly basis. Each week, a new chapter of the Luxury Chronicles for you to enjoy the luxury cars throughout the whole season.
Good.
Let's move on to an... another activity.
I believe that you're now expected at the Hanalma racetrack. But first, Let's get there with panache. Another special car is waiting for you. You've tried two of the 20th century's most popular Ferraris. But when it comes to beloved machines from the 80s and 90s, there's another red horse that undoubtedly comes to mind. The unmistakable... pop culture icon, the Ferrari Testarossa.
When you ask people which is one of the most iconic cars that people remember, I think the Testarossa is definitely among these cars here.
The Ferrari Testarossa was quite the celebrity in her time. Movies, TV shows, magazines, and even video games, the Testarossa was everywhere, appealing to kids and adults alike. With its angular design, minimalistic lines, and signature side air intakes, this car was a poster child for aerodynamics. To be precise, the exact model Motorfest has put in your hands is the 1991 re-engineered version of the Testarossa, introduced as the 512 TR, featuring a redesigned interior and a refined exterior to improve its already spectacular lines. It looks like you're getting the perfect stretches of road between Maui and Oahu to take the whole measure of it. This was quite a breath of fresh air and nostalgia. It's time for you to get a real taste of Ferrari's racing DNA. The drive that gave birth to the supercar bloodline. And for this racing-themed experience, I went again through my archives to select not just one, but two vehicles for you to drive, one after the other. Two machines from two different eras, for two different racing experiences.
Scuderia Ferrari in our history is extremely important.
The Scuderia is what started it all. To understand what fuels the creation of every Ferrari ever made, especially the supercars, the racetrack is an indispensable stop. Racing cars were Enzo Ferrari's passion and obsession. This is what led him to found the Scuderia in 1929, which has played a major role in racing history. Born from this racing division, Ferrari as a brand and factory of excellence was created a few years later. Racing is what led Ferrari to create cars, and eventually supercars. Without his racing spirit and passion, there would be no Ferraris as we know them. The Ferrari 365 GTB4 is the perfect vehicle for you to experience Ferrari racing as it felt back in the 70s, before switching for a car about 45 years its junior. There, for this second lap, you'll be driving the FXXK. This car is quite peculiar. Essentially a laboratory-enhanced version of La Ferrari, a supercar you'll get to meet later on. It didn't compete, per se, but this insanely powerful car was used for years as an R&D test car, allowing Ferrari to collect precious data to ultimately improve their next official racing cars, as well as the supercars. A Ferrari so extreme that it can never be driven on the road, nor qualify for any kind of official competition. But it's still a racing machine through and through. More than a car, the FXXK is an experiment for its makers and an experience for its drivers. This was a peek at Ferrari's glorious racetrack heritage. A heritage in which supercars are inextricably tied up. Marvelous race driver. A moment I'll be thrilled to relate and store in my archives. Let's get our focus back to our supercar lineup. With the GTO, the F40, and the F50, we've covered all the Ferrari supercars born in the 20th century. We'll now get to talk about and drive the more recent 21st century supercars. Well, I'll talk, you'll drive. Let's get back to Maui. Next entry in our lineup and first supercar of the 2000s is a direct tribute to the Commendatore Enzo Ferrari. You guessed it. We're letting you get your hands on the 2002 Ferrari Enzo. Again, starting with a few words from our guest, Michele Pignati Morano.
What was the next name? The name was Enzo. Enzo Ferrari, I mean, it's the top of the names. You couldn't do anything better than that.
Ferrari Enzo, fourth in the supercar bloodline, was just like her sisters before her, born from a strong desire to push supercars even further. As the first Ferrari of the century, and with a Scuderia on top of the racing world, the Enzo was meant to strike hard and set new standards for Ferrari cars, or rather, for the whole sports car industry. With the will to design, once more, nothing less than a road-legal Formula One, faster on the track but more civilized on the road, Ferrari went all out. And my word, did they deliver. Uncompromising design by Pininfarina, featuring noticeable air intakes and an F1-inspired nose, gives this car her aggressive, decisive, and impressive looks, while the engine is nothing short of engineering mastery, as you'd expect. Add to that better handling, better carbon brakes, and electronics that make the car as reliable on an everyday drive as it is savage on the racetrack. The latest 21st century tech, alongside the legendary Ferrari Fury. Nothing short of a new performance benchmark. Her name alone shows how confident Ferrari was about this car. Owning one of the 399 plus one Ferrari Enzos in existence is like owning a piece of car history. Or, dare I say, like owning a piece of art. Heritage, luxury, and exclusivity. This is Enzo Ferrari's legacy. after the beautiful tribute that was the Ferrari Enzo, the world had to wait more than 10 years to encounter a new Ferrari supercar. But eventually, the next generation arrived, and once again, caught everybody off guard. I'm talking about a car named La Ferrari, the Ferrari in English, which is currently waiting for you north of Maui. I'll let you drive there, then we'll talk some more.
La Ferrari is the first
There it is. It's 2013, and a new supercar emerges from the Maranello factory. In an era of astonishingly intense competition, Ferrari still treated their rivals to a true tour de force, a car that reshuffled the cards yet again. strongest naturally aspirated Ferrari V12 to date, marking Ferrari's first steps into hybrid technology. For the first time in the company's history, petrol and electric working together full-time to deliver unprecedented levels of performance. And on top of all that, LaFerrari sports an F1 kinetic energy recovery system that constantly recaptures waste energy, stores it, and converts it into bursts of power when needed. Ferrari, some lucky people got to witness technology peak improvements at both ends of the spectrum. Higher performance, lower consumption. Glorious achievement. Most civilized, but also the fastest and most exhilarating road car ever made by the prancing horse, LaFerrari.